An artist pulled over because her car was misidentified as stolen.
All I heard were, step away from the car, put your hands up, we have guns drawn at you.
And an 8-year-old boy mistaken for a wanted crime suspect.
The fact that you guys instantly drew your guns is what showed me that you guys were at fear. But what about us? What about me and my son?
Just 2 people forever changed after a recent interaction with law enforcement in Northern California. Experiences like these leading to calls for change.
The trend in the data is overwhelming and undeniable. Bias exists.
Andrea Guerrero co-chairs the Racial and Identity Profiling Act, or RIPA board. In a 2024 draft report obtained by KCRA3, the board compiled statewide police stop data from 2022. Overall, the disparity was greatest for multiracial and Black individuals. According to the report, Black individuals were stopped 131% more frequently based on the population. For Sacramento police, in 2022, Black individuals made up 38% of stops, but only 12% of the residential population. For the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office, Black individuals made up 28% of stops, only 9% of the residential population. But the data shows these disparities have been shrinking over time. This graph shows Sacramento Police and Sheriff's Office numbers from 2020 to 2022. But as you can see, the disparities are still much higher than the state average. In 2022, 19 points different for Sacramento County, 26 for police, and 7 for the state.
I don't, quite frankly, think we need more data to tell us what the problem is. I think we need to turn our attention to taking meaningful action.
Guerrero told me that based on the data, the RIPA board gives that information to the legislature. But so far, she says, there's been no success on the bills that have been submitted. At least one agency has made changes based on the data. CHP ended consent searches. That's when officers ask someone if they can search them or their vehicle.
The standard for searches is for an officer to have probable cause so that they're not engaged in fishing expeditions. And we know from the RIPA data that they are disproportionately stopping drivers of color or people of color, and especially Black Californians.
Brian Marvel, president of the Peace Officers Research Association, told me he believes the report is biased against law enforcement.
You got to provide the necessary context around those stops.
Marvel says there are often factors prior to a stop that aren't accounted for.
The first piece was, hey, you know what? You ran through that red light. Oh, I pulled you over. Oh, you have a kilo of cocaine in the back. I'm not going to write you a traffic ticket for running a red light. I'm going to arrest you for the kilo of coke in the back of your car. That's the problem that they have. They're making these assumptions that because an officer saw this but didn't do this, that was a bias stop. And that's absolutely where we oppose and disagree with them.
It would be more productive for PORAC to acknowledge and recognize that there is bias and engage meaningfully on what we together can do to address it.
Addressing what happens during stops, especially when there's a misunderstanding, could begin with an apology.
It was a poor use of judgment. Now it's affecting my everyday life. So you saying no harm, no foul, like I need you to apologize for that, or to at least realize what you did to me.
Brandy Cummings, KCRA 3 News.
And that woman, Courtney, was eventually released from handcuffs once Sacramento Sheriff's deputies identified her and confirmed that her car was not stolen.
So you heard her mention one of the comments that upset her was when the deputy said no harm, no foul after the incident. Brandy asked the spokesperson for the Sheriff's Department about that.
Do you believe deputies understand the complexity when they have an interaction with someone? There may be a mistake, whether it be their fault or not, but they don't apologize. They don't appear to show empathy to the person. Do you think there is an understanding of the impact of that, the long-term impact of that?
Now, again, would I like to believe so? 100%. Now, these are humans, and they're doing a superhuman job. So, again, we're always looking to evolve and make things better. Whether you're building houses or you're managing a law enforcement agency, we're always going to look for ways to do business better. Is this something we can possibly improve on? Sure. We want to, again, understand we serve the community. We want the community members to understand that. Now, objectively, you know, no harm, no foul, sure, that is what it is. However, are there personal implications to that person? Of course, I'd be remiss to say that there weren't. I mean, I couldn't imagine, again, being pulled over at gunpoint for something that I think I'm recovering my own property.